Hi Taurus, this is Tarot-blee Accurate. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new, welcome. I hope that you come back. If you're coming back, thanks so much for liking my videos, for subscribing to them. You're the reason why I do these. Now we are going to do Taurus singles and couples for the month of July 8th through August 8th. Okay? Before we do that, somebody had asked me how, with the autoplay on YouTube, you can shut that off, first of all, if you hate it. But how to get it so that when you're watching videos, you know, you're a Taurus, and then it'll suggest videos for you, which is great because sometimes you discover new things that you never knew existed, but it might suggest like a Capricorn video for you. I don't know how to fix that, but what I do know is if you are watching my videos, there are playlists available for each sign. So let's say you're watching this one now. If you had gone to the channel page and then you select your playlist, immediately following with your autoplay, it will play the other videos that are current for this month. So next might be the stop, drop, and roll reading, and then your general reading, and not just your love, kind of to give you a broader picture. So anyway, there's the answer to your question. Excuse me. I felt like, as I was shuffling these cards before I started the video, that some of you are having like this toggle feeling, where it's like sometimes you feel like, oh my gosh, I can finally take a deep breath. But then other times you feel like you can't breathe deep enough. So whatever that means to whoever that was intended for, feel ya. I don't know what to say. But I feel like you have some sort of like a chakra. I don't know a lot about chakras, but what I do know is it feels like here. Okay, so that's yellow or orange. Take what that means, look it up, Google it. Do a chakra cleansing meditation from YouTube. I don't know. But whatever it means for you, I hope it's helpful. Okay. So here we go. Taurus singles. What do we have for you? 5 of Wands. Okay. So here's the deal. Everybody wants the same thing, the same end result. It's just that you have a conflict of ideas on how to get there. Now, here's the thing. You have to really consider, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Okay, I'm not saying that you should just give in and let somebody else make the decisions. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is really focus on and remember that you both want the same thing. That everybody wants the same thing. Okay, so let's say that you're married, okay, and you go through a separation, and then your family has input, their family has input, they have input, you have input, and you're like, you know what, we just want to get along and share the custody like the best way and split our assets like in a way that seems fair, but everybody has a different idea on how to come to the same result, the same thing that everybody wants. It's like you're all speaking different languages. Like nobody understands each other, and it causes great communication chasm. But so the point is, in order for things to go as smoothly as possible, because there will be chaos and conflict, is just to remember that everybody wants the same thing. That's how you become less irritated and more patient and less irritable, okay? So this doesn't have to relate to something like that where it's a divorce or a separation. It could be in any aspect of your life. This could definitely be a work thing, but just staying focused on the point that everybody at the end wants the same thing. You'd all just have different ideas on how to get there, and each of you feels very much within your soul that you are the most correct. So it's challenging to find a way to take a little bit of each person's idea and blend it together and get there. Okay. What else for Taurus singles? Oh my goodness, that is your main theme. Remember, everybody wants the same thing. Don't be so bullheaded. But, you know, just, whew. Maybe that's why it's hard to breathe. Take a deep breath. You might be a little bit disappointed and heartbroken. And, I mean, what else is there to say? That card speaks for itself. Disappointment, heartbreak. But it's saying, you know, really focus on your work. There are some things, and it doesn't even have to be work. It could be hobbies. But there are some things that you have put off to the back burner and are gathering dust, and now is a really, really great time to do them. It can take your mind off of things. It can actually give you like epiphanies. Like when you're in the mode, like just handling stuff, you're going to feel better about a lot of things, actually, because not only is it's cathartic, the monotony of doing like something repetitious. You're achieving things, boom, 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 crossing stuff off your list, which also boosts your confidence and makes you feel better. But like as your mind starts to wander, maybe the solution comes. What else for single Taurus? You just maybe feel like you're not living in your truth. Like you're not at the place where you're supposed to be. But you might be getting some fun communication, like you might start like a flirt text with somebody and it's kind of fun and lighthearted. You should keep it lighthearted and fun right now. But that's good. You know, go ahead and indulge in that. Nobody needs to know about it. The other thing is when people are offering you, you know, like, hey, let's go out on this night, and you're like, oh, I have stuff to do. Like, I want to clean my house. I want this. I want that. Take them up on it. It's worth it. Things are not going to change very quickly. It's not going to be like an overnight change. So whatever that 5 of Wands energy is, where everybody wants the same thing, it's going to take a while. It really is. And that's why I think that card keeps coming up, reminding you, like, hey, focus on the fact that everybody wants the same thing, because you're going to be in this energy for a while. Also, 10 of Pentacles here, which is really great. This is about just having your ducks in a row. Like, this could be a raise. This could be a lottery win. But this could also just be like, wow, all of a sudden, because of some shift in my life, I'm able to put more money away. I have more, like, things are good. That's what this is about. It could also, on a very slim occasion, be one of those things where somebody's offering you, like, all of this money, all of this whatever, and you're not sure that it's a good offer, but oftentimes it is, okay? Oftentimes it is. Like, you may be a little leery, but I think it is. Just really, 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 especially in that 5 of Wands scenario that keeps popping up, try your hardest not to be a bitch. You don't have to be right, because nobody's right. Everybody's right because you all want the same thing, okay? This is very, very important for you. Another sign had something very similar, so maybe that's the kind of energy that you're working with in this 5 of Wands thing. Maybe it was Virgo. Might have been, could have been anyone. I'm sorry. Once I do the readings, they just like, gone. Okay. Last thing here, be generous, okay? But don't be taken advantage of. And I don't think that you're a sign that would allow that anyway. But just try to make sure that the give and take of things is balanced and fair. So if somebody's being generous with you, try to make sure that you're generous back, okay? Now for couple Taurus, what's going on for you? Whoa, July 8th. Through August 8th. We got a stack of challenges here that we're going to address first. I think it was Capricorns that had this. So if you are with a Capricorn in your coupled relationship, this will be especially true. Try to celebrate your relationship, things within your relationship, okay? Try to have a good time with your partner. It's a challenge right now, but try to do that. The Page of Pentacles. So try to definitely communicate, like, about things with the home, about things with your finances, with your partner. The communication is important. Not what you do with that information, but just that you're communicating. Like, it's like you have joint checking, okay? And then you're like, hey, I just paid a bunch of bills. Like, that communication is important, because otherwise they might try to, like, say, oh, you know what, like, you're always paying the bills. I appreciate that about you. Let me take some work off and then double pay them. Something like that. Good communication that way. You're also challenged to really realize that everything that, how do I describe this? Okay. So your relationship is really good. It's all encompassing. It gives you a lot of things that you need on multiple levels, okay? Try to remember that when times are tough in your relationship. And for those of you where that is not true, that's a hard truth that you've been facing and you've been thinking about leaving your relationship. And maybe some of you have actually put one foot on the ground and started to leave. The hard part about this is because there is love there, but you just know that there's something more for you. Okay? You know that in your heart, your intuition, in your soul, you know. And so it's hard to leave because you care, because you do love them. And it's hard to find the excitement to do so. But it's saying, you know, you're challenged to do so. But if that's not you, again, try to really celebrate the wonderful things about your relationship. Try to have a good, fun, like loving time with your partner. Okay, so those are your challenges. But what else is going on for a couple Tauruses? Ooh, feeling like you need to defend yourself. Why is that? Because you're trusting your intuition and it might not be logical to them. But you are right. And so if this has to do with some sort of big move, like move of career, move of home, move of anything, movement for sure, where you just have a gut feeling about it. Look at the moon behind her. She knows. She's got this gut feeling. She's trusting the water here. Her feelings, her intuition, but her logical thought, she's like, you know what, I'm going to find a way to make this seem logical, even if it doesn't seem logical, because it's right, and I know that, and frogs are all about change. This is about big shifts. If your partner's having a hard time accepting that, you know, and you're kind of trying to really let them know, like, look, I know this to be right. You are right. You are right, sweetheart. You are doing the right thing, trusting your gut. How do we what is the best way to convince them, though, that this is true? By just being sneaky and doing it anyway. Hate to say that. Like, I don't think you should be sneaky ever, but in this situation, it might be. Kind of just going behind their back a little bit. What is that phrase where it's like, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission? Maybe. This is hard, though. Hard work, but this is all about your hopes and your dreams. This is how you realize them, by putting the effort in, by doing that. Now, you're concerned that it can upset your relationship, and maybe you're not being so sexy in your relationship because you're all up in your head, because you're trying to figure out how to get there, how to get to what it is that you want, that you really feel on your insides is the right thing. But try to make sure that you make sexy time for your partner, because they're in a better mood then. They're more receptive to hear what you have to say. And, you know, depending on what kind of a sign your partner is, some people, and what their love language is, some people really need physical touch and intimacy to feel loved. And then once they feel loved and secure because you asked them, and you did a good job of it, but once that happens, once they feel more secure and stable within the relationship because you're applying that kind of energy to it and you're showing them that you're excited and happy to be with them, they're much more likely to therefore give and take and fulfill your needs as well, which is your need to be heard and the need for your like intuition to be acknowledged and just go ahead with the plan. Now, some of you, there are ways that there's things around that you're not seeing that you can take advantage of to help all of this go more smoothly. There are resources available to you. There are people out there who can help you with this, but you're just not seeing it, or you're refusing to take it in. Like you have too much pride to take advantage of that sort of a help energy. And what's the last thing here for a couple Taurus? This is cute. It's just like heartfelt communication. I think if you really appeal to your partner on an emotional level and just say, this is very important to me, I feel this in my heart, in my soul, that they will listen. They will. And you'll deeper bond and connect by that and find some joy and silliness and laughter in your life. Okay, so good luck.